We're doing this week's fridge clean out dinner a day early. Usually I would do it on Thursdays, but we have plans tomorrow night. But I do have quite a bit to get rid of. And what I really came up with from all of this was summer barbecue. I have some leftover potatoes for my lunch prep this week, and I always feel like these go bad super quickly, so I want to use them. Just gonna give them a quick rinse, drying them off, cutting them into quarters, and seasoning with olive oil, salt and pepper, some garlic powder, and I'm gonna do a little rosemary. I love rosemary potatoes. Giving that a toss and placing on a lined baking sheet. And these are ready to go in the oven. I have some ground turkey. I was gonna make Greek turkey burgers and I never did. So now we're pivoting, adding our binding ingredients first, which are 1 egg, a little shell, and then some breadcrumbs. These ones are getting garlic. And then digging into my veggie Tupperware here, I'm gonna add some white onion, which I very finely chop, adding a little finely chopped parsley. And then my plan for these is to make them a barbecue turkey burger. So obviously adding some barbecue sauce. Last, I'm just adding some salt and pepper. Mix it really well, doing my favorite trick and making little parchment squares to put the burgers on. If you can't get them to lay flat, just crinkle them a little and that should do the trick. Those make it so much easier for transferring my burgers to the pan. Just forming my patties, and then these are ready to cook. Now I have broccoli in this veggie Tupperware, but I also have a whole nother veggie Tupperware with more broccoli. So we're gonna be making a broccoli salad. Typically this is something I would bring to a cookout, which between the burgers and the salad, this is why this meal feels so summery. I'm cutting up my broccoli into bite-sized pieces. When I say bite-sized, I want them teeny tiny. Adding this all to a bowl, and it is actually time to flip our burgers. Back to our veggie Tupperware, I have some red onion, which I finely chop. I set aside a little parsley from earlier, and then you could use craisins, but I like to do dates, which I just diced. They had a really nice flavor. I'm also going to do some sunflower seeds, and I've made this with turkey bacon before, but I don't always have that in the house. But something I do have is chickpeas. And then stay with me, I'm gonna add some Greek yogurt, a bit of maple syrup, some Dijon mustard, and just some salt and pepper. And then that just gets mixed all together. I am topping the burgers with a little more barbecue sauce, and then some jalapenos because I like a little spice. You know your potatoes are done when they're kind of screaming. You can hear them like screeching from the oven, if you know what I mean. And this broccoli slaw will just complement everything perfectly. This is looking so good. We'll test the burger. I want a jalapeno on there. Oh, that is very good. Reminds me so much of summer.